Alright, settle down, guys. Settle down. Alright. Last week was a very gritty performance, and I really appreciated that. You know, you came through, it was hard, you got the victory in the end, and that's all that matters. But now we're moving on to the next match against the Midnight Nightmares. And they've all trained hard, and sadly I can only take 6 of you. So here's the team. So, going with Sue and Arcanine. Iron Bundle. Prove me right. Prove me right. Prove yourself right, for that matter. That you deserve to be first pick. I trust you to make a difference here. Our believer, Clefable, you're also in. Now, I know we had 2 strategies discussing going into this. We had safe play, which would have required another nitty-gritty performance. I think we could have done it, but I thought, you know what, you guys feeling spicy? Who's feeling spicy out of you guys? Yeah, shall we go for the spice? Alright. Option G, guys. Alright, Burnett, Greedent, you're in. Alright, guys, you know who's in. So let's huddle round. Let's huddle round, guys. Alright. So the play, Arcanine, need to be a menace. I need you to just use your head, be a nuisance to everybody. Our believer, Clefable, you're the core, you're the spine. If anything's going wrong, I need you guys in there just to settle everything down. Bundle, you know Bundle, you know what to do. Make things icy, make things wet. Burnett, Greedent, you two working in tandem. When the time is right, Burnett, I trust you to lead the charge. When it's right, jump in there and get a little bit of trickery, Greedent. After that's done, you know what to do. Alright guys, good luck. It's going to be a really tough game, but I believe you can do it. As you can read, I goofed. Don't know why sometimes OBS will have certain sound settings off and on after I turn OBS off and on. Could not tell you the amount of times I've started a stream and it turned out my microphone was off for some reason. Too many to count. So what I'm here to do is I'm gonna give you some post commentary on this match you're about to watch. So before we get into that, why don't you leave a like and a subscribe for some more Toasted Wazzy content and to join us more on this draft league journey. So right now, well, I was fully expecting to see a Chi-Yu. I had fretted so much for that Chi-Yu and it wasn't here. In fact, you'll find my Arcanine was specifically not even bred, just specifically set up to counter a Chi-Yu. So I started off with the Arcanine lead, fully expecting, well, I knew a Mew would come, but Arcanine was as a just in case. See, Arcanine was here with a Rock Head, just to be a nuisance, be a menace, you know. But I expected a Mew lead. See, Mew can be anything, and I fully expected a Mew Stealth Rock setup lead, which is why I brought the Clefable in now with Magic Bounce, or Magic Guard to bounce the Stealth Rocks back. But with that Aura Sphere coming in, you know, turned out to be a good move. This Mew was clearly prepared for something like an Arcanine, an Iron Bundle, you know, things that are weak to fighting type. So yeah, that was a good Mew setup. And again with the Volt Switch, all good. So here I'm going to try and give you some insight into what I was thinking for this match. This will be very interesting to watch because, like, when was this film? This would have been taken place about five days ago as of me doing this post commentary now for you. So I don't remember much. I remember the end result. I will not tell you that yet. Otherwise, what's the point of you sticking around watching the rest of the video? So here I am debating. See, this is the shame of the issue with the sound. You know, you can't hear my live insight, me think about what I'm going to damage calc and generally what I'm doing. So I'll try and get into the inside of my brain, which I struggle with at the most best of times. Now here's the wheezing. Here's a wheezing. Did not expect the wheezing. The Annihilate expected. The Forretress expected. The Mew expected. The Ogerpon expected. Well, here I am just trying to adjust. So I want to look like this. No edging. Teenager Lunge. I've just noticed these nicknames for Mimico. Very good nicknames, actually. I think this was probably something I was focusing on a lot during the match, trying to get the screen perfect, but it just seemed like when I'd pick an option, it would just roll straight up, but that's not what you're here for. So here's a wheezing up against a Clefable. Yes, Clefable has a light screen up. But you know, wheezing, poison type, not great against Clefable. Bring in the Arcanine. So now the Arcanine is here to be a menace. We got on this thing Rockhead. We got on this thing Flare Blitz. We got on this thing Close Combat. We got on this thing Extreme Speed. What we didn't have on this thing is a Choice Band. Yeah, would be great with a Choice Band, but here was the thinking. Here was the thought. Chi-Yu. I told you, Chi-Yu was a big factor in a lot of my choices, specifically it's Arcanine. Chi-Yu's Dark Pulse would have one shot an Arcanine, so I gave Arcanine the Assault Vest. Would have taken about 86%, and there's the missed Head Smash. Oh, you can tell I am not happy about that one, and Arcanine gets Toxic at the same time. Not an ideal thing. Protect. So that's 2 Head Smashes that have not landed. Admittedly, one is Protect. So I can't blame Arcanine for the low accuracy. 80%. You know how they say in Pokemon, if it's not 100%, it's 50%. Now, that's another Head Smash miss. Oh, look at me in utter dismay. We're in it. Start of this. We're only on turn 7 of this match, of this bad boy. And as you can see from how long this video is, it's going to last a lot, unless there's a lot of stalling involved of calcs and such. This is going to last a lot longer than 7 turns. Now, just make a move already, Taste Wazzy. Make a move already. You know what you want to do. Alright, so here's the start for option G. Burnett. As you can see there, Trick Room. Trick Room got Toxic, unfortunately. And now here's phase 2 of option G coming right up. Now option G, Trick Room. Greedent has a 20 base speed. There are not a lot of Pokemon that will underspeed Greedent unless, well, even if you give something 0 speed IVs and a negative speed nature, not many things are going to be underspeeding Greedent. Hence, in Trick Room, overspeeding. Now, one thing that annoyed me here, which I will become apparent to me later. Belly Drum, phase 3 of option G. Belly Drum Greedent. Here for that. Now, Trick Room lasts 5 turns. Unfortunately, the first turn you activate Trick Room counts as one of those 5 turns, which I feel is a bit cheap, really. You've got 4 turns of Trick Room, because that 5th one is that first turn is you setting up the Trick Room. Now here I'm kind of expecting, so I'll go for the Psychic Fangs, expecting the Annihilate to come out, you know. Why would I want this the Regigigas to stay in? Now here, I think slow start only affects the attack and the speed of Regigigas. Don't think it affects the defense. I could actually look that up right now. Regigigas. Let's try not to spill my tea. It is on the floor. I'm not at the desk right now. I'm on my personal computer upstairs, where there is no desk. And that body slam, 85%. Drain punch, heals up. Now, option G would have been so great, but now Trick Room is over. I was kind of hoping Greedent, before Trick Room ended, could get maybe two knockouts. Let's just look at this up. Slow start, Regigigas ability. So now we're doing the calcs, we're checking some things, seeing if Greedent can live a hit after the slow start is over. I think it's looking good. Like, Regigigas is going to outspeed Greedent. Like, yeah, it's just the attack and the speed that gets affected. Just about lives. I saw that 40%. I was like, you know, we can live at 40%. We can live at 40%. We're not doing much else afterwards though. Greedent could be a sack, but then I don't know why. I have no idea how I did not notice a rock head. Not rock head, a rocky helmet. I mean, mixed between trying to sort out the screen, trying to make option G work, trying to get the spicy option G going. You know, something I just overlooked. I was not seeing the rocky helmet. Unfortunately, I mean, wouldn't matter much. Would have gone down anyway, because Weezing here would have gone in for an attacking move. Now we fire up the Arbor Lever. Now, obviously, the grass type is weak to the poison. The fire type at least gives us a bit of protection. Not even protection, just a bit of extra resistance. Unfortunately, we've got the Toxic. On a stally Pokemon like Arboliva, Toxic is a no-go. Arboliva, you want to stay in, you want to stall. Toxic puts you on a clock, and that clock can run down very, very fast. Now, even with resisted, that Giga Drain does quite a lot of damage. Arboliva has a surprisingly high special attack stat. Great bulk, super slow, not as slow as Greedent, still slow. This thing could cook in Trick Room too, actually. And here's one Pokemon I was struggling with for the calcs, you know. I almost wanted to bring Duraludon just for Azure. I think my original lineup obviously did not involve Burnett and Greedent. Option G was, honestly, I cooked that idea up like the day before the battle. I was at work. You know, as you do, you're at work, you're doing your thing. You start thinking about, well, you let your mind go. So you can make a 12-hour not last, feel like it's lasting so long. And option G was something I was debating, but like, you know, you got 12 hours to think, and the more I thought about it, the more it sounded like a good idea. This start a slowing move from Azure Bleu, the Forretress, lowering the attack, lowering the special attack. It's not ideal, especially when you want to stay in on this thing. You know, you're gonna start hitting less and less. Now here's the Annihilate. That was not what I expected this early. Man, I wish they got these Gen 9 sprites animated. I know the game's been out, nearly over a year now. I don't know how Showdown does not have animated sprites for the Gen 9 Pokemon yet. It's a bit alarming. Not alarming, but disarming, I should say. Now here we are with Clefable up against Annihilate, you know. I mean, it's not a bad matchup. Thing is with Annihilate, you don't want to hit it too many times with that Rage Fist. You want to, with Annihilate, you want it to be like a one and done sitch, you know. You hit the move, Annihilate's gone, over. But sometimes that's just not in the cards. And the Annihilate did not stay in long. So the Moonlight was a good option, but you know, at this point, this Weezing has Toxic 2 of our Pokemon here. It's not ideal. It's not great. What's not ideal is the fact I keep faffing around with the screen to try and make it as big, as wide as possible without any edges. There he is, messing around with it. Having a gander, trying to sort some stuff out. Focus on the battle, Wazzy. Focus on the battle. That's a good play, because even if it wasn't toxic, Sludge Bomb still would have done a whole lot to Fable. You know, that fairy typing is so weak to that poison. Now, we're giving Arcanine that pep talk. You know, do not miss this head smash. Hey, that's 4 head smashes, 2 protects, 2 misses, and we finally land it. And I expected that to do more. I am going to suspect that either one of 2 things happened. Either I forgot to account that I was no longer using the choice band, or, and this is a very, very real possibility, I didn't calc for the Weezing. Because I expected, instead of the Weezing and the Regigigas, I was expecting a Chi-Yu and trying to remember, I think either a Tentacruel I should say. I think it was Tentacruel I was expecting instead of the Weezing. I just thought, you know, something to set up some toxic spikes. I'm pretty sure Tentacruel can also set up regular spikes, and then obviously rapid spin. So I think that's it. I probably did not calc for the Weezing. Now here's the thing, with this Weezing we've got to play around. We know that thing is going to use toxic. We've got to get no, actually we toxic 3 Pokemon. I forgot about the Bennett. We've got to get 3 our Pokemon that are toxic in front of that Weezing, and unfortunately none of them are doing big damage to the Weezing. Now here is the Ogerpon. Now week 1, this Ogerpon in Mimico's battle got 5 KOs in that game. That's crazy. That's insane. So obviously this was going to be a big threat, but I think I got an idea. I think I know what I want to do with this Clefable out, and we knew we could live a hit, get some more Moonlight, but I did expect, like, you know, it's not going to stay in. We can try and get something off, try and get some recovery off. I was fully expecting the Florges to come back out instead of the Mew, but now this makes me interested. So we've seen Psychic, we've seen Aura Sphere, and we've seen Volt Switch, and a Life Orb. I did not. I think I probably cottoned on to that about here, that there was a Life Orb when I went back through the chat to see how much the Psychic did. So obviously this is a very offensive Mew. I should have seen the Life Orb sooner. And honestly, option G with the green and Bennett, I was kind of hoping I'd make this a quick battle. Last week's battle went about 50 odd turns. I did not want to be battling for about 50 turns again. I wanted this to be quick. You know, it sucks when you have a long battle and you've made a mistake near the end that costs you. If it's a quick battle, it's more a critical hit on that Sludge Bomb. Why did we get crit when we got screens up? It happened last week with the Clefable. now we're just trying to get the Believer more health, you know, so we can bring it back in later. That's what the strength sap was for. I know Wheezing ain't gonna be hitting us on the physical side, but if we drop its attack stat, we heal up based on what its attack stat is, and that would be more healing than a Gigrin would be. So that would be very helpful to us. I mean, that's a good, well, very near 100, not 100, 50%. Wow, if we could heal 100% on the strength sap on a Wheezing, that'd be insane. But yeah, I'm keeping our Believer in here too long. That's a lot of toxic damage right there. Like, I should have got that. I should have got the Believer out beforehand. But now strength sap ain't gonna heal as much, and I imagine that toxic damage is just gonna case all the way back down. I think at this point, I'm just not playing around the Wheezing. The Wheezing is a menace here. I think this is now where I start trying to make a play against Wheezing. No. Now here I'm surprised Burnett took that Sludge Bomb as well as it did. Bear in mind, Wheezing is not got the biggest special attack stat, probably does not have max special attack, probably bulky set. And here I'm trying to get Trick Room in because I know Burnett ain't outspeeding anything here. And that's our second KO. We are evened out at 2 KOs apiece, but that toxic damage is real ramping up, really ramping up. This would have been a good battle for Duraludon with that steel typing. Every time Wheezing comes out, bring that Duraludon in. That would have been a smart play here. That Sludge Bomb took us down to 24, and we miss a Poltergeist. Poltergeist 90% accurate. Now, this was the worst thing that could have happened to us. Burnett going down to the toxic damage. Burnett had Destiny Bond. That was the play. Bringing Burnett out against Wheezing was to try and Destiny Bond, get rid of the Wheezing, because this Wheezing is becoming. Not even becoming, this Wheezing has become a huge problem. Now, Flamethrower, because of that cursed body, if we did not have the toxic, our Believer would be just golden right now. That fire, terror typing, Sludge Bomb disabled. How much that Flamethrower do? 6%, 8%. Get that Light Scream up. That's doing a lot less. But the I mean, look how long this Wheezing been here. Combination of that Black Sludge and our Believer's Grass Train from Seed Sow ability just is keeping this thing alive. Now you can see by the mug there saying I have the need for speed. I've got the need for speed, I should say. It's clear what we were intending. We wanted this to be a fast battle, quick battle. Option G, Greedent, come on out. Get a couple knockouts. Arcanine, make a mess of everything. Be a bull in a china shop. But no, we are 42 turns in and we are down 3 KOs to 2. This is not what we hoped for. I was hoping that maybe this battle will take maybe 25 turns, 30 at most. We can still pull this back. I mean, we got Iron Bundle. I mean, that's a speedy Pokemon. We've got a booster energy on it with again another thing. I was prepping for Chi-Yu. I was like, yo, Chi-Yu pretty fast, not as fast bundle, but Choice Scarf, if I had bundle fully sped, speed, positive nature, Chi-Yu with the Choice Scarf still outspeeds. So we got that Quark Drive out, Iron Bundle. Funny I was talking about Iron Bundle, and then the next turn Iron Bundle comes out. So we got that speed boost. We are outspeeding everything. Nothing outspeeding Bundle here. Now unfortunately that didn't do a whole lot, and I don't know. Here's what I was thinking. I kind of now this is Draft League naivety. When I'm looking at calcs, I'm thinking, what is the most powerful move? I'm seeing Forretress, I'm like, Moonblast. How much is that Moonblast doing? Actually, have I seen a Moonblast on the Forretress? I think I've seen a Draining Kiss. But I'm looking at some of these Pokemon, I'm like, what's their highest damaging move? Probably not even thinking. Tearful, look, that's the name of the move. That's the name of the move. 10% on that. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm thinking, what's the best move this Pokemon's got? Instead of thinking like, what's the most utility? What's the best thing it can do to like wilt me down and keep itself alive? So here I'm thinking Moonblast instead of like a Draining Kiss. So if I had thought about that, I would have kept Bundle's Hydro Pump. What was that, like 30%? Yes, relying on an 8% accurate move. Not what you want. It's never what you want to rely on. I don't know. Could build some excitement. Like, it's just gonna land. We're gonna land this, but when you need it, it won't hit. We've seen this with Arcanine and the Head Smash. What was that? 5 Head Smashes, 2 protects, 2 misses, 1 hit. 80% accurate. I mean, who knows? Maybe if the protect didn't happen, they would have landed. But let's focus on the ones that didn't have protect. That is 3 Head Smashes, 2 misses, 1 hit. That is a 33% accurate. That is 33% accurate. If I was Better Man or Casino or something, and I had those odds, I would be, I'd be calling shenanigans. But yeah, this Forretress, I mean, doing a great job staying in. I mean, Tearful, look, it's a great move, lowering both the special attack and the attack. Like, honestly, I should check see if my Pokemon have Tearful luck, because that is a strat right there. Now, here, I remember this play. What a goof. This is a massive goof. Hey, look at my face. Watch my face as I realise what's just happened. There it is. Now, there's 2 things running through my head here. 1, all my days, I just baton passed the nerfs onto Bundle. Bundle ain't getting the kill now. But then the second thing I'm thinking is there's actually a rule for baton pass in this Draft League. You can use baton pass, but you are not allowed to transfer stats over. So if I had, say, with the Clefable, use Calm Mind to give us a +1 in special attack and a +1 in special defense, I cannot baton pass those onto another Pokemon. That would be an illegal. But I've transferred the nerfs onto Bundle. So I'm thinking, I mean, they're nerfs, but they're still transferring stats over. That's am I getting disqualified here? Is this a disqualification? So I had to chat to Mimico there, like, yeah, I goofed up here. Mimico here has just smelt blood in the water. Gone for that Swords Dance. Now I bring the Bundle out. A little too late. Obviously, well, in that turn that we brought Bundle out with the debuffs, that would not have stayed in to go for the Horn Leech if the debuffs were not there. Obviously, Mimico knowing that, you know, I got -2 in the special attack, like, a Freeze Dry would not KO. So, go for the damage. Horn Leech actually does one-shot Bundle, actually. So that was great. Would have been a great play. Mimico clearly sensed that one. But yeah, we are way behind. We're not even behind the 8-ball. The 8-ball is on us, crushing our souls right now. But yeah, this was, I mean, obviously I chatted to Mimico after the battle, and even he felt a bit bad. Mimico felt bad about the story strat, and the fact that Mimico had the perfect strategy to stop option G without even knowing option G was going to be a thing with the protects and the rocky helmets and the toxic. Overall, great. I mean, I had to say to Mimico, like, you're trying to win this as much as I am. You do not need to apologise for how you won it. So you did nothing illegal. I'm the one with the illegal baton pass play, even though it wound up being A, accidental, and B, completely screwing me over. But yeah, overall, like, Mimico played great. This toxic damage is crazy. So I did not play great. I mean, look at this, 64 turns. Our last battle went 54 turns, and I came into this one to not have a long battle, and a long battle is what it became. I became overzealous. At this point, we'll recap. I mean, Drylon would have been great here against the Wheezing. I could have played bundle better. I used that booster energy, and then got worried that, well, we were not going to knock out the floor just with a hydro pump or an ice beam or a freeze dry. So, and I was worried. I think the moonblast, when I calculated, was like 60%. So I was scared of that. But I don't think this even has moonblast. Is it draining kiss? Tearful look, obviously assuring the player, like, I think you're going to see in a minute, I'm actually going to be chatting to Mimico here, just like, yeah, you've got this. I had no chance. I set up for a quick win. Maybe I popped option G too soon. I saw Wheezing and I thought, you know, Wheezing ain't going to KO the Burnett, and Wheezing ain't going to KO the Greedent. I completely disrespected the Wheezing. The Wheezing is what changed the tide of this battle with those toxics. I should have played better around that. Also, I should not have gone head smash, 8% accurate. I'm thinking, yo, 8% them good odds. They very good odds, but no, not good odds for me on the day. And then the Poltergeist Fist. I mean, Poltergeist was not gonna KO the Wheezing, but come on now. That's 90% accurate. You're telling me the 90% accurate move, I'm gonna miss 1 out of 2 times? No man, that's 1 out of 10 times. Like, I should hit 9 of those before I miss. Like, what's going on? And I believe, yeah, check this out. Yeah, draining kiss, and was it the previous one? Critical hit, just really, yeah, it was the previous move actually. It really did speed it up because it was going to be a long, drawn out ending. But yeah, overall, I was not prepared for a long battle. I wanted a quick one, and I got overzealous in trying to make it a quick one, and I got completely punished. Mimico played absolutely great in this match. I mean, Mimico just played as great as I look in this suit right now, with my tie off center as it is. But your Nottingham Forretress are 1-1. 1 win, 1 loss. And let's be honest here, I was just hoping I'd win the debut match. So even if I go, we've got 7 more battles. So if I lose 1, win 1, and go and lose 8 battles, I won the debut one. That's all that mattered. You want a good first impression. I think having that first win was a good first impression to have. But there will not be any technical difficulties. It's not going to happen. I'll make sure of that. So we won't have to do this whole post-commentary thing ever again. Ever. But yes, thank you for joining me. And I apologize for this not being as it should be, with me, you seeing my live reactions of what is happening, and how I like to think my live reactions of what I'm doing in the battles is insightful and somewhat entertaining, but I did the best I could. and next week that will not be a problem. So I will see you next week for our next battle.